gigantic? Yeah, you're kind of a big boy. You're kind of a big boy. Are you gonna help? You're gonna leave? Okay. Hello there everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Today I want to share with you my ideal self-care routine now that it's autumn. And oh boy, is it perfect to share this. I say ideal because it's not something I always get to do fully every day, or really every day necessarily. It really depends on my schedule. But my goodness, I have been having migraines galore the past couple of weeks. And today things have just not been going right. I just had a plant fall down all over where I usually film. My day has not been going so well. Hence why I'm filming on the opposite end of my table today. And things just have been going wrong. So self-care is very, very important to me. And I'm excited to share this with you. Self-care for me can look different throughout the year, throughout the month, throughout the seasons. It's very reliant on just so much of life. And while this is my ideal, it's something that will probably change in the next couple of months to come. But it's a good baseline, and it is typically kind of laid out in the way that I like to maintain throughout the year, even when certain aspects change. So hopefully you guys will be inspired by this, or at least just enjoy a little bit of a peaceful chit chat. But before we delve too deep into this video, it is sponsored, so let's hear a bit more about that. Today, I am so happy to again be partnering with my favorite mindfulness and meditation app, Aura. As you know, I've been working with and using Aura for years now. It's helped me to deal with my sleep and anxiety issues like no other app, and is something I turn to all the time for these issues still. Lately, I've been using the app to help me maintain focus while I work on writing my next book, as well as working with it to build back a daily meditation practice. Daily meditation has been a game changer when it comes to regulating my mental health, and with Aura, I've been able to easily incorporate it into my day-to-day, which has greatly improved my happiness and well-being. So if you're like me and have been meaning to make meditation a daily habit for yourself, but are struggling to find a place to start, then try to kickstart this practice by doing a 30-day meditation challenge with me and Aura. Aura is a new mindfulness and sleep app that won the Best of Apple award and is used by over 7 million people. It's an all-in-one app for well-being and sleep. It has thousands of meditations and stories, along with CBT, life coaching, breathwork, spirituality, and more. Its content is created by hundreds of expert coaches and therapists around the world, and it is highly personalized. The app uses AI and billions of data points to curate content specifically for you, or it tailors to your preferences and needs from the moment you set up your account. This way, you will always find something to listen to without having to spend hours scrolling. Personally, I favor the soundscapes, in particular any involving rain or birds. They bring me so much peace and keep my mind on track. Aura is truly the only app that has worked for improving my mental well-being. It's not a one-size-fits-all like other apps, and with its help, I've been able to move through my days much better than before. Aura has always been such a helpful tool when it comes to my mental health and mindfulness practices. It has been a game changer for me and my daily meditations, and I would highly encourage you to join me on a 30-day meditation challenge using Aura's content. In these 30 days, with the help of Aura's tracks and guides, I'm sure you'll be able to experience the same incredible benefits that I have through my mindfulness journey with the app. So if this sounds interesting to you, get started for completely free on Aura's website using my special link in the description. The first 500 people to use my link get a free trial plus an exclusive 25% off. It's gonna go fast, so you might as well sign up now while you're thinking about it. Thank you so much to Aura for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into it. You kind of took up the whole seat. Can we fit like this, kind of? Oh, you're a little smushed. Alrighty, welcome back. Hazel has decided to join us. She's a little smushed, but that's okay. We'll see how long she stays. So I have a couple of different steps to my daily self-care routine, but it always begins the same way, and that is a nature walk, typically with the two dogs who have been very involved with today's filming. You're so cute. You're so cute. Yes, do like our morning walks. You do. Yeah. Oh yeah, and we're gonna go on our next one soon. I forgot to add that dog snuggles are a very crucial part to my routine as well. So going for a walk serves a dual purpose. I love to get to spend time in nature, but it is also very good for these guys. They need that bit of exercise every day in order to get the crazies out and to enrich their lives. So getting to spend that enriching time for myself in nature and give it to them as well is very important to me and brings a lot of fulfillment to my life. I talk about nature walks a lot. I go in many different places for my walks. I walk around where I live, I go hiking, or I'll go into the woods or on the islands, really anywhere that I have access to. But getting to spend that time every day in nature is such an important aspect of my practice and of my self-care routine. I can't go a day without it. On these walks, I take time to observe the changes in nature. Right now, as it's autumn, the leaves are beginning to turn, and I like to look for new plants to work with. And that kind of leads into the next piece of my self-care practice, which is to find a plant every day on my walk, pick it, and bring it home. I do this always with respect and with the intent to connect deeper to the plant. So for today, I picked snowberries, a plant that I have often tried to learn about since moving here. They're a beautiful autumn berry and one that I had never really gotten to know till I moved to this coast. So when I come home from my walks, I take the plant that I have selected, I usually place it in water, and I will then sit and meditate with it, trying to kind of hone in on its energy and just get to know any initial assumptions that I have or feelings that come off of it. I enjoy doing this prior to delving into research on the herb because I feel like I'm able to pick up on the initial connections that I may have to it without any sway from others. The length of the meditation varies. It's always reliant on how much I feel toward the plant, and often I'll kind of find myself in this really deep, peaceful state. It's one of my favorite parts of the day. Now, at times I do like to preserve the plant that I'm working with, so I will either press it so that it will dry flat, or I'll hang it, and this way I can continue to work with it for a while as it dries, and then I can incorporate it into other forms of my practice. Other times I do like to just keep it in water, observe it as it's alive, and then I usually put it into my compost. I find this to be a really good way for me to stay connected to my practice and the earth around me because I'm always working with what is currently growing and just getting to build that connection a little deeper. And it brings me a lot of peace and fulfillment. You'll find as we continue on, self-care to me looks a lot like delving into information I am deeply fascinated by, or something that I am trying to better myself in. And that is very true with the next part of my day, which is a very new practice for me, but something I've been meaning to get into for a while now. And that is that I draw a tarot card. Today I'm pretty sure I got a good one, though I am still learning how to read tarot. But taking the time each day to draw one card, delve into its understandings, and try to put that into perspective in my own life has been very fascinating for me and really helped me to begin to digest this practice. Something small that I can do daily that I really can look at with my life in the divinatory sense. Coming back to it at the end of the day and just really thinking through it has been very enjoyable to me and a good way for me to kind of grow that connection to the practice. It's very important to me to always be growing in my practice and learning new things, and this is especially true as we enter autumn and the winter months. As the nature around me starts to go to sleep for the winter, I like to expand my practice into areas I haven't really delved into before, and tarot is one of those areas. And so I'm very excited to get to build this practice up through these next few months and hopefully build a very strong connection with it. And now the final piece of my daily self-care routine ends in a way that is very much my jam. I delve into herbal research. I am currently working on writing another book, and so this serves a dual purpose in that sense, but it's also something that I frequently have engaged with throughout my practice. I love to spend time researching. It is something that really fulfills me and is just a practice that I feel like is always inspiring and is very fulfilling for me. Each day as I'm delving into research on new herbs, I am coming up with new practices that I had never seen before. I am at this point delving into deeper sources and more mythology than I historically have, and it's bringing to light a lot of incredible practices, and it's very exciting to me. I've been implementing some of them in my day-to-day more and just experimenting. There's so much inspiration in it. And so getting to spend time with this every day and purposefully taking the time to do it because I love it and it brings me so much joy has just been wonderful. So as I said, there is very much a theme of learning and diving into new understandings in what is my self-care. That's just something that has always been true for me. I love the study of things, and especially something that is like this in magic, the requirement to kind of sit and connect. And that's really what my ideal self-care looks like, especially right now. This may be different from yours. I also love a good relaxing self-care day, and perhaps I can do some more topics on those as well and what I like to do with that. But this is my ideal daily self-care, and I hope you've enjoyed. Let me know what your favorite self-care practices are in the comments. As always, it's very inspiring to me, and I hope you've gotten some inspiration from me through this video, because I know that I will from your comments. And with that, let's close it out. If you can and would like to, I'd really appreciate it if you checked out my Patreon. There I share art, herbal profiles, book recommendations, and monthly workshops. It's really what keeps things rolling over here, so if you want to help support this channel, I'd really appreciate it if you checked it out. I also have another channel where I share more day-to-day life, magic, herbalism, all of those good things. And I, of course, have my book. It is The Green Witch's Guide to Herbal Magic. It is a guide to spellcraft, so if that's interesting to you, you can check that out in the description down below, along with everything else I've mentioned today. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a lovely day, and I can't wait to see you again soon.